Welcome to Fly or Die, our new review show here on TechCrunch TV. I'm Erick Schonfeld, the co-editor of TechCrunch, and my co-host is John Biggs, the editor of Crunchgear. Last time we called this Death Star for the pilot show, but from here on out, we're going to be calling it Fly or Die, which I think is a better name.
I think it's a beautiful name.
Yeah, it's a great name. So the whole concept behind the show is we review 3 products. This time it's going to be the Nexus S Android phone, the Barbie girl video doll, and the AR drone. And then John and I will give our opinion about whether the product will fly or meet an untimely death. And the twist to the show is that at some point, an executive from one of these companies is going to appear and confront us on whether he thinks that we gave the products a fair shake or not. So why don't we get started with the Nexus S?
Sure.
So this phone, I've just been playing around with it for a few days, and it's the latest Android phone, the Nexus S. It's available on T-Mobile, and I just think it's really fast, and there's some really great apps, especially as you would expect. All the Google apps are especially great. So the Google Maps, you can't do this on the iPhone. It's got this 3D, the 3D buildings, which is pretty cool. If you use Google Voice or Gmail, much faster than on the iPhone.
So all the Google apps are better on a Google phone.
All the Google apps, which I use a lot of them. And there's a lot of apps too. I mean, there's, I got to say that, the Twitter app isn't as good as as the Twitter app on the iPhone. There's no app there's no Instagram app. So some apps,
Instagram is your favorite app.
Well, it's one of my favorite apps.
I mean, this is sort of like a private game preserve for Google. This is their best-of-breed stuff. They stick all their good stuff on there, and then everybody else just kind of has to follow along, I suppose, which is kind of my problem with these phones.
Why, you don't like to use Google?
I enjoy Google. I mean, I enjoy Android, and I enjoy the phone, but I think it's so specific. So, I mean, it has near-field communication, which nobody else has, and nobody's going to be implementing for the next couple of years. So by that time, this is going to be like a very, very handsome brick.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think that near-field communications, these wireless chips that are being put into different phones, you're going to see that in the iPhone, and you're going to see that in a lot of different phones. It's going to become sort of your wallet.
I mean, it needs to happen, but is it going to happen because of Google, or will it happen because of Visa, MasterCard implementing some sort of
Regardless, but if it happens, you're future-proofed by buying this phone. I just think that this is a great phone. That if you're going to buy a new phone today, your choice is really between the iPhone and Android. And if you're going to buy an Android, this would be the Android that I would buy.
Buy it right from the source. Buy it right.
This is their.
This is the unadulterated Android.
This is sort of what they consider the best of breed. This is where they put all their latest technology. And the problem that I have with Android 2 is that you buy one and then 3 months later there's another one that supersedes it. But I think this is going to hold its own for at least a year. Yeah. So what do you say? Is it going to be fly or die?
Well, historically, I've been pretty down on the Nexus phone, so I want to give it a die on this one specifically. Not because they're not going to sell a few of them. I don't think they're going to sell the mass quantities that they would need to really make a good multi-purpose mass user phone. This is sort of a early adopter sort of phone, which is fun. It's fun to have, but I don't think it's the phone for everybody.
Okay, I disagree. I think this is going to be the hottest selling Android phone of the season, and I'm going to give it a fly. Okay, so let's go on to the next episode, or the next product, and we have our Barbie
Video Girl.
Video Girl. So you've been playing with this one.
Yeah, I actually have. It's quite a bit of fun. Actually, my 2-year-old daughter's been playing with this. Now, if you'll notice, if you want to turn her around, she has a little screen on the back.
Creepy.
So you can actually film items through the whatchamacallit thing on her front, which I guess is supposed to be like a brooch or something like that. Yeah. So you have a camera on the front, and it records VGA, and you have a USB port in the back that you can pull your pictures off and put onto your computer. So little girls can make movies from a Barbie's eye view. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the press materials that they originally sent out with this suggested that people could use this in their offices to film their friends, I don't know, canoodling or whatever, which is kind of creepy. And then you get the whole pedophilia angle, and then things just kind of fall apart.
Yeah, this is just too creepy for me. I have a daughter as well. I would never buy her this Barbie doll. I think just because it could be just having. It's just too creepy. I don't know. Not that she would be, putting it anywhere where she would be spying on her siblings or on her parents or anything, but the idea that I could totally see somebody using this to take images of children in an unsavory manner. And in fact, I think there was even an FBI warning, right?
There was an FBI warning, but nobody found anything. I'm going to say this is fly because it puts lots of electronics into a very small package, and that's fun for kids, obviously. So I would say that this is a fly product.
I'm going to say die on principle, because you just shouldn't be teaching your children about surveillance. All right? Okay, so the last product that we have is this drone, the AR drone, and you control it with your iPhone.
Yes,
right. And this thing actually flies, right?
This thing is $299 right now.
Who makes this? Parrot?
This is Parrot. All right, so we start this thing up. It has two cameras, one on the front and one on the bottom, and it has a sensor so it knows how high it is. And you control everything from the iPhone app. So if you want to take a look at that, so you can actually see the iPhone app running. That is the camera. So there's Eric right there, and then there's a bottom camera as well. So let's get this thing fired up, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. So you've been playing.
I've been practicing with this
for a while, right? Whoa! All right. Well, that's pretty good. Can you put the Barbie on there? Is this also surveillance camera?
No, no. I'm getting a call, which is kind of unfortunate.
Whoop. Uh-oh. Okay. Well.
So that was a cutout emergency.
Fly or die. I think that you've answered the question right there.
I think it's very cool. In a very small room, it's not your ideal product, unfortunately. But it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it so far.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it obviously flies, right? But I'm going to give it a die just because it seems like a fad to me.
Like a wacky wall walker?
Kind of, yeah. Like, I'm sure maybe they'll sell some this Christmas season, but is it a long-term product that's going to be here as a classic toy even a year from now? I don't think so.
Oh, I'm excited by the technology.
Okay, so that was our episode. Oh, who's this? So here's our special guest.
Good afternoon. This is Christian Coley, VP of Sales and Marketing for Parrot.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
So very good, thank you. How are you?
Were you able to hear our opinion about the drone?
Yes, I was. Actually, I really like what you guys said about the fact that it's easy to use, easy to pilot, and obviously, it has its own Wi-Fi network. As you can see, very easy when it comes to the hands-on experience. The thing that's also important is the fact that you can use it indoor or outdoor.
But how is this selling?
How is it selling? Is it selling well?
How's it selling?
It's selling amazing, guys. It's selling amazing.
Is it your best product ever? Is it selling more than any other product?
So far, so good. It's the hottest toy. I mean, it's the hottest toy for the holiday. It's just an amazing product.
But you make a series of these, right? So what's the shelf life of these products? Do you think that, okay, you designed this for the holiday season and you want to sell as many as you can, and then by summertime you're going to have something else, or is this going to be a long-lasting brand and product, and I'm going to see sort of the next version of it next year?
Well, definitely, it's something that there will be several improvements that will be brought, and obviously I cannot tell you all the things that we have right now and all the things that we're preparing,
sure
but it's definitely not a one-time product. So far, it is compatible with the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and also the iPad. And as you guys know, it's available. It works with Wi-Fi, so meaning that I would say the room for improvement and the possibilities are huge.
So I think your best bet is to email him an order form to order one of the drones. Eric, you can order one. You can have it around the house. It's fun for the kids. You can put your animals on it, fly them around,
yeah,
do all kinds of crazy stuff, and then you'll realize the magic.
The magic of it. Are you going to come out with sort of other kits, accessories for the drone, like maybe a hook to pick up the video cam Barbie, and then you can have 2 video cams?
Why not? Why not? That's a great idea. No, but the thing that's amazing about the drone is that we have several accessories that are available. You know, one of them is the hull. So you guys flew it with the outdoor hull, and we also have an indoor hull for inside flying experience. The other side that we haven't spoken about, you know, as I was listening to you guys, is the augmented reality, because that's what it's also about. It's the gaming side of it, you know, creating
explain that part.
So the augmented reality is a video game,
mm-hmm.
meaning that as you guys were showing it, you have 2 cameras on the drone. You have one in front and one in the bottom, and they're streaming live video to your iPhone or your iTouch, mm-hmm. right? Now, what we're doing also to go further is that you can use it to play, and we have video games that are available on the
so
on
the
the App
drones
Store
could sort
right
of
now.
shoot each other virtually.
Absolutely.
But does that actually affect? If I shoot your drone, does your drone actually fall to the ground, or it's just on the screen?
It's a simulation, you know, half real, mm-hmm. half virtual world where you and I will be able to interact, shoot at each other, you know. And obviously, I'm pretty sure I can beat you. No, just kidding.
Okay, I'm sure you can. Well, that adds another element to it. So
it's more fun.
It is more fun. Maybe I'll change. Okay, I'll change my opinion to. Well, I dropped mine. Can I borrow this? All right, this is our high quality graphics here. I'll give it a fly. Then you convince me. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. And that's our episode for this week. And be sure to come back in a week or two, and we'll have another episode of Fly or Die.